What's up, everybody? DocDog1985. Yo, there's levels to this. All right, so I'm going to be comparing these two streaming boxes, okay? From a gaming perspective, I'm not going to be talking to you about how they stream media content or anything like that. This is a gaming channel. I talk about gaming from a gaming perspective. The Google Chromecast Ultra versus the Nvidia Shield TV Pro. You would think this wouldn't be a fair comparison, but I'm gonna let you know right now, if you don't wanna stick around to the end of the video and you wanna know which one to get, let's say you're in the store right now watching this, get this. I'm not lying to you. I promise you, Stadia's not paying me. Not yet. Look, you'll know when Google's paying me. I'll be wearing Google shirts. I'll be having a Google hat on, like no cap. I'll be wearing a cap. When Google and Microsoft starts paying me, I'll be repping their colors, all right? Right now, I'm not getting paid by anybody, so I'm speaking straight truth. This, for gaming wise, is better than this, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So, in case you don't know my story, just real quick, as far as when it comes to streaming games, I have a Game Pass Ultimate, which is the best deal in gaming. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't agree, that's your prerogative. Best deal in gaming is Game Pass Ultimate, hands down. One of the perks of Game Pass Ultimate is this thing called Xcloud, which means you can stream games on your mobile device, right? Now, I made a video talking about how streaming wasn't here yet. Streaming video games is not quite here yet. And that came from my experience with the Xcloud on my phone. I played most of Gears 1 on my phone. You guys know the story already. And it's doable, but it wasn't perfect, right? Somebody saw this, MM2K. Shout out to you, my dude. He's Stadia Dosage channel. Shout out to Project Storm as well. Anyways, MM2K saw it, hit me up, and he was like, bro, you need to try Stadia. This is what true cloud gaming is supposed to be like. Just give it a shot, right? I said, okay, man, you said it to me. I'm going to be honest. Long story short, tried it, loved it. I loved Stadia so much that Stadia made me a believer in streaming services, which I then went and I turned around and I subscribed again to PS Now because I had tried PS Now in the past, didn't like it, thought it was trash. Subscribe to PS Now again, subscribe to Geforce Now, right? And then obviously I got Stadia, and then obviously I got Xcloud, right? I don't have Luna and I don't have Shadow, so I haven't tried those platforms yet. But I figured if I got Xcloud, I got PS Now, I got Stadia, and I got Geforce Now, that should be more than enough streaming platforms for me to really see what it is. Now here's the deal. In the time that I've had Stadia, Xcloud has not improved. Xcloud has stayed the same. I still feel like it's probably the worst streaming service that's out there right now. But here's the problem. Microsoft knows this, and Google needs to realize that Microsoft knows this. And if they figure out how to make it as good as Stadia, there's going to be a problem just because there's so many games on Xcloud, right? Okay. PS Now, the service actually got better. Streaming it on my PC actually got better, but that's the problem with PS Now, is that you can only stream it on PC or actual PlayStation hardware. You can't stream it on your phone yet, right? But PS Now actually runs pretty well. So now you got PS Now that runs well on PC, okay? Then you got freaking Google Stadia that runs well, right? And then I got Geforce Now on the PC first. I think I subscribed for the 6 months. I think it was like $30 for 6 months of it, right? So I subscribed to it, and I started using it on my computer, and I was blown away. Geforce Now on my computer blew me away, okay? This is what Geforce Now allows you to do for those of you that don't know. It allows you to play games that you buy on your computer on their service and stream them. Now you're wondering, if you already bought it on your computer, why would you want to stream them? For someone like me who has a 1660 Ti, it's actually a huge benefit, because when you're streaming it with a higher graphics card. So for instance, on my PC, when I play Cyberpunk 2077, I'm playing it on a 1660 Ti if I play it natively to that PC. However, with Geforce Now, when I'm streaming it, I'm playing it with an RTX 2080. I promise you, I can run the game on my laptop through Geforce Now at ultra high settings, ray tracing turned on. Now I'm only getting 30 frames, but that just goes to show you. My 1660 Ti would explode if I tried to do that. It wouldn't even run the game. So that's huge. That's huge. Now, the experience is different, but regardless, on Geforce Now on my laptop, it worked great. So obviously, this is what I'm thinking. I also got Geforce Now on my phone. So Geforce Now you can get on your phone, which is another plus over PS Now that you can't get on your phone. But anyway, so I got Geforce Now on my phone, tried it with the Razer Kishi. You guys know I love that controller. Worked perfectly. And same thing, the games were running beautiful. The games looked good, high quality, low latency. So low latency on PC, low latency on my phone. So it literally was running, it was competing against Google Stadia. Geforce Now was competing against Google Stadia. The only thing that Google Stadia had over it, I'm not gonna say only thing because it's actually a pretty big thing, was the ease of use. How easy it is to use it, right? Google Stadia, you literally just go to the freaking Stadia web browser, click on the game you want to play once you're logged in, and that's it, you're playing the game. On Geforce Now, depending on where that game you bought it from, if you bought it from Steam, you got to log into your Steam. If you bought it from GOG, you got to log into your GOG account before you log in. If you bought it from Uplay, you got to log into Uplay before you can play. So it's not as seamless, okay? And then same thing on your phone. So then trying to log in on your phone, it's not as seamless, all right? It's not as easy. And if streaming should be all about ease of use. But anyways, once you're in the game, on PC and on your phone, it works as well as it does with Google Stadia. So logically, it made sense to me that, well, if Chromecast works well with Google Stadia, why would this that's made for it not work well either? So now I'm gonna get to play Cyberpunk 2077 on my 4K TV with a RTX 2080. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be golden. That sounds nice. But in practice, that's not what happened. When I plugged this in and I set up all the accounts and everything and I went to play, immediately, I could tell that I was streaming the game. And you see, that's the thing, right? I have an Xbox Series X with Game Pass Ultimate, like I said. So I download games to the Xbox and I run it natively off of the Xbox. The smoothness, the latency is non-existent. Like the games run amazing because I'm not streaming them, right? Here's the deal. When I play on Google Stadia, right, on my Chromecast, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? There's no need for me to cap, right? It's not as smooth as when I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. No, it's not. And it's only for one reason. Right now, I'm playing Master Chief Collection on the Xbox Series X, and I'm running the game at 120 frames per second. My TV is a 1080p 120 hertz screen, or it's a 4K 60 hertz. So I go for the frames, right? So I'm playing at 1080p, okay? 120 frames, right? 120. When I'm playing Google Stadia, the max frame rate that I'm getting is 60. But here's the deal, right? 60 is very playable. So much so that when I'm playing on my Google Stadia Chromecast, I forget that I'm streaming it. Quality really matters. Once you're used to a certain level of quality, it's hard to go back. When I'm playing on this, I know that I'm streaming the game. There's jutters to it. It skips frames. Latency sometimes is low. And I'm using the same exact internet connection. There's no different. Something about this doesn't translate the same way that it translated on my phone, which is weird. And the same way that it translated on my laptop. Again, which is weird. I can't explain it. All I can tell you is my experience. I'm the type of person that I like to give things multiple chances. Isomotion Gaming, shout out to you. He knows this. I actually bought one of these, tried it for a day, didn't like it, returned it. And then I was like, let me give it another shot. Went back, bought it again. Now I've had this for about 10 days now, and I've been using it. It's $200. Doesn't justify the purchase. Because I prefer to game, hands down, I prefer to game on my Xbox Series X and on my Google Stadia. The transition is easier. The gameplay is better. It just is what it is. Again, this is my experience. If you had a different experience, please explain it. Load times getting into games is way faster. Look, my Google Stadia cannot compare as to how fast I get into my Xbox Series X. It can't, because that system is ridiculously fast. I'm sure the PS5 is crazy fast too, right? Especially with quick resume, you don't stand a chance. No system stands a chance, right? I can literally turn on my Xbox right now, go straight to Combat Evolve, and I'm in the game like that, literally within seconds, right? However, though, Google Stadia, the wait time that I gotta wait is more than enough. Like, I'm okay waiting that amount of time. You gotta understand, when you're used to getting things fast, your patience as far as waiting goes lower. My PC now annoys me. Getting into a game on PC annoys me now because of how fast my Xbox Series X is and how fast Google Stadia is. I could get into a game on my phone on Google Stadia faster than I can on my PC. These are facts. These are facts. So, the concept of this is amazing. The idea is amazing. You can literally have an RTX 2080 at your disposal to play all your Steam library games on your TV. However, the execution, for me, because of this, has been ruined. I'm just speaking facts, man. I have no reason to lie to you. Look, dog, if you see me make a video next week talking about how great the Nvidia Shield is, they bought me. I'm letting you right now, everybody got a price, dog. Everybody, I got kids. I got dreams. I want a new car. I got a price, dog. Whatever, you don't got a price, good for you. You see me wearing Nvidia green, all this other stuff, that means they hit me up. They're like, hey, you need to talk good about us. And I'm gonna be like, okay, how much? But right now that I'm not getting paid by any company, go with the Google Stadia. Dog1985, yo, there's levels to this. When you experience a certain level of quality, it's hard to go back. Microsoft is gonna try to catch up. And if they do, Google, I hope you're watching this. Google, I hope you're watching this. If Microsoft figures out how to get Xcloud to run as well as Google Stadia does, you gotta figure it out, because there's just way too many games on Game Pass. Dog1985, yo, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.